and welcome back to Better Than Yesterday. My name is Daniel Hammond, and I'm a host here at this channel. And this is another episode in our series called BTY Raw, where it's just either me or Michael, my other host, talking about certain topics that either that's on our hearts or on our minds or something that we might be going through personally. And for today, I want to talk about using what you have to do what you can. So, to explain this, I'll like to illustrate something that I've been going through, and this is I just finished my exams, my second year at university. Now I'm sitting at home looking at like trying to do something to give me just to keep me busy and keep me moving forward. But I had to realize that I have so much that I want to do, but I am not able to do it either because I don't have the capital to take on whatever project it is, or I don't have that skills yet or that opportunity. For example, let's say I wanted to get a job to work and earn some money while I'm just at home and I'm on holiday, but I can't find a job. Like, what happens then? Do I just sit back and watch series the whole day and do nothing to push myself forward, or do I try and get something to do that's still going to push me forward, even if it's not doing a job and earning some money? So, this is what the topic is about, and I would like to give you some pointers because I was thinking about it a lot. And what I decided to do is I actually went out looking for like a not like a job, but like a job shadowing opportunity where I would just learn more about the career that I'm studying towards. So this is either like valuation or developments of properties, but I couldn't find something. So I took the I took the time to just relax and rest because I needed to actually do that after how busy this year was and everything that I took on. Yeah, it actually took a lot of my energy like this year, like just trying to do as much as I can, and out of the rest I started doing what I can, and this was reflecting in a sense of looking at what I've achieved this year, looking at the mistakes that I've made, looking at things that I did right, and I could use this to sort of plan towards how I would want next year to go, which is 2023. But yeah, so I took the time to do some introspection and looking into myself, looking at what I should really be grateful for, and looking at how I would want to do my next year different than how this year went, so that I don't burn out. Because this year, like, there is two stages where I like burnt out, which is to the end of these exams, because I was just so busy with other things besides my studies that already took out like a lot of my energy, and then I actually had to like push really hard to get my exams done, and not just get it done to pass my exams, but to pass it to the best of my ability. So yeah, the first point I would then like to give you is that if you've got if because I know we're all in the season now where we're finishing up with exams, either it is final exams of finishing school, going from high school then to tertiary education, or it is your first, second, third, fourth year at university and you don't really have much going on. And I think usually because we're done, we feel like we should be working like our other friends are working, because they might have not continued with tertiary education and they went straight into getting a job and they're earning money. So now we're feeling like, okay, maybe I should also try and do that. I feel a bit behind now. So Yeah, firstly, like reflect on your year, give yourself a break. You're allowed to take a break just to, do do the things you did during your university semester or during school, your exams that you felt guilty about, which probably you were procrastinating, you were watching some series, you were just trying to relax and do your own thing, do nothing literally. So take some time to do that, like to do a bit of nothing. And secondly, another point that I want to jump into is, um, say you have this big plan in mind. This can either be starting a business or just indulging into something that's going to be beneficial for you in the future, but you can't really start taking action because either, like I said before, how I don't have that capital now, or you don't have that skills, or that opportunity isn't there yet. So then I would say educate yourself on whatever that thing is that you want to go into. Let's take an example of like farming. Let's say you want to start plant producing your own plants and selling it and making money off of that. Yes, don't give up on that dream. Do strive towards that. But what can you do when you don't have that piece of land available yet? You don't have that capital, and you don't have an opportunity to physically be on a piece of land where you'll be planting and working on that skill. Then there's a lot of resources on the internet. There's books that you can read about farming and agriculture. There's YouTube videos that you can watch, so you can start educating yourself on those type of topics, and that career, not career path, but that certain sector that you wanna work towards getting into. Or it could be that you're off now and you'd like to start going to the gym because you've been watching a lot of self-development and self-improvement videos, and it says it is beneficial to start working out, but you have an excuse of, I don't have the money to go to the gym now, or there's not a gym near me, so I can't really start improving in that area. But there's a lot of workouts that you can do at home. You can start off body weight training, you can do push-ups, sit-ups. So there's always something that you can do, and also things that you can use in order to work towards where you want to be. So yeah, that's basically the second point. It's then doing things at home that's available to you and using those resources to get towards where you want to be. And that is what this week, like how what I'm gonna start doing, because I would have liked to already start working on my plot and start developing it. But since I don't have work, I don't have that income yet, and there's not money gonna fall like out of nowhere. So what I started doing is I started planting in my garden, so that when I do have the money available to start um, planting on my piece of land, I would have already have that skills, and I would know how to do it, because I've already started planting in my yard, and I'm gonna start watching a lot of videos on agriculture and learning how to, like, the best methods to plant, the best ways you can go about it, so that once I start doing it, I don't have to still take that time to learn and make a lot of mistakes. It would just help me to then do that process a lot faster. And right now I'm also not like allowed to run. I'm at seeing like a biokineticist. Yeah, so I'm busy strengthening up my knee again so that I can be ready for next season. And just because I'm not allowed to run or do any activities that put strain on my knee doesn't mean that I can just lie down and do nothing. So I started doing some stretches. I started going to the gym, doing activities that I am allowed to do, so that it helps me in preparation for next year, and so that I can be ready and still be on a certain level, rather than starting from scratch when I am allowed to start start jogging again, start doing activities that does put a bit of strain on my legs or on my knees rather. So yeah, this is basically what I wanted to talk about today. It's been a while since I've been in front of a camera, and I hope that it can help you just to sort of be at ease and just use the resources you have available to do what you want to do and get and still like level up and work on yourself, even if there's limits that you do have. So yeah, it's just about taking a step back and taking a different approach, a different mindset, a different way of, or a different perspective of looking at what you can do, even though there is a lot that you just can't do at the moment. It's a matter of making peace with the external circumstances that are outside of your control and doing and using making the most of what is in your control. So it's a the final thing I would like to say is that it's about taking taking a breath and allowing your external circumstances to play out how it plays out, but reacting, choosing and knowing that you have the control of reacting to those circumstances, and also then opening your eyes and noticing what is in your control and how you can use what is in your control to do what you can do. Awesome. That's it from me, Daniel, and much love here from Better Than Yesterday. Cheers.